Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I do apologise that it's not a good start when the chest has to crack. Okay, thank you for your patience, and also I do apologise that I haven't posted since my TBR. Life got crazy and I have read, but I haven't been able to actually vlog, so I do apologise for that. But like I said, I have read. I'm going to do my reading wrap up for the month of May, and I promise you I will vlog next month. This month, it's the second today, it's the third today, we'll get there. So without any further ado, I'll get into the books that I've read and we'll take it from there. Okay, so the first book I read, well, I started it in April because I read it while I was on holiday. I finished it at the very start of May, and it is Nightfall by Marisha Pessl. This book was crazy. I have not read a horror book like this in a long time. I don't even know how to begin to explain this. Basically what happens is that there is a, let's call him a freaky director. His daughter commits suicide in a warehouse, and it's basically up to a private detective / no, he's a journalist. He's a journalist. He's basically one needs to work out what's happened. Amazing book, literary horror, which I've never kind of read before. I'm not 100% sure that I would again. I love horror, but this is it's a chunker. It's almost like 600 pages. Yeah, 594 pages, so it's massive. Beautiful. Actually, I think I would probably read. I definitely read from Marisha Pessl again. She did a phenomenal job, and yeah, it was amazing. And I gave this 5 stars. I think I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, 5 stars. We'll go with that. I haven't done a video in a while, so this is awkward. And the next book I'm going to do is My Throat, An Open Grave by Tori Bovalino. This was a pleasant surprise. I didn't think it was going to be as good as it was. Basically what happens is there's kind of like a weird monster in the forest that surrounds this town. And let's say if you've got any siblings, it sort of takes babies into the forest and you've got to basically get them back. And so the young girl in this is basically sick of her baby brother, and she she says it out loud, it was like, just take him. And so this monster does take him, and then she basically has to go get him back because the mother is pretty pissed. As you can imagine, her mother's pretty pissed. And yeah, secrets, lies, shit gets real, and you find out some shit as well. This was brilliant. It was great, and I loved it. And I gave this 4 stars, a very high 4-star book. The next one I read was Board Game Werewolf by Tony Santarella. Jesus Christ. And I'm 50-50 on this book, to be very honest with you. I mean, it was good, it was fun, ultimately forgettable. I mean, I read it, moved on to the next one. Like, it was alright. I gave it 3 stars. Yeah. That was a terrible explanation, but it's a good book. It was fine. You know, there were some good moments, there were some shit moments, and that's all I can really say. Sorry, I've got a fly in my room. That was a terrible explanation for that one, by the way. I've got nothing to say. It took me almost 3 weeks to read. Like, it's a 220-page book, and it took me 3 weeks. Like, it was fine, but I wasn't invested at all in it. The next one is One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McNamara. I watched the series when it came out on Netflix. I watched both seasons, loved it. I knew there was a book series that it was based on, but I wasn't that fussed on reading them. And then I came across the 6 books. I know the 7th one has just come out like in March on paperback, so I need to get that as well. But I wasn't that fussed on reading it because obviously I kind of knew the story. I have not been hooked by a book like this in so long. Like, it only took me a few days to read. I know it's only about 350 pages, but Jesus Christ, this was fantastic. It was brilliant, and I loved it. I am obsessed with this series, and I cannot wait to read more. It was great. Even though I'd watched the series, I still thoroughly enjoyed it. Because I feel like obviously I knew the characters already, and I could just ease into it, and yeah, it just went. It was fast, which I loved. And yeah, fantastic writing, fantastic characters, fantastic pacing. Loved it. I gave this 4 stars. And this last one is the book that I'm currently reading. So it's not really a reading wrap up. It's kind of just like a reading thing at the moment. Whatever. And it is Red River 7 by A.J. Ryan. I'm about 60 pages in. Again, short book, about 270 pages. I don't know how I feel currently as I'm reading this. The premise is fantastic. Basically what happens is that a man wakes up on a boat at sea, no memory of who he is, where he is. There's 6 other people on this boat, all with the exact same kind of memory loss. They also have a unique set of skills as well. So let's say one could tell you a plane in the air just by listening to it go past, which is a weird skill. Another one's good with like computers, technology. Another one is kind of like a military guy, so he's very kind of like prim, proper, strong, like shit smart. I'm pretty sure there's a scientist in that one as well, I think. Again, it's pretty good. And anyway, what's great about this is that all of them possess a gun. All of them possess a gun. And it's like I said, this boat is completely dead. So it's not moving. They've all woke up. All of a sudden, the onboard computer comes on, and it basically just says, like, go to point A, and the boat just moves. Creepy. So they don't know what's going on, and the boat is covered in fog, which doesn't make, you know what I mean? So it's like the entire water's covered in fog, so they can't see where they're going. And yeah, the premise sounds good. You know, premise sounds great. The execution though is not fantastic. I'm enjoying it, but I want more. Like, I'm only 60 pages in. Like, I think the synopsis, 5-star. The current execution is more like a 3-star. But like I said, I am going to be doing a reading vlog starting today. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to document my thoughts from today when I read more of this book. I'm back at work tomorrow, so yeah, I just don't know. I'm not sure about this one as of yet, let's just say that. So that was my reading wrap up for the month of May. Thank you very much for watching. If you've got any suggestions on books that I would like to read, drop them in the comments down below. Also, I'm going to put my wish list down in the comments as well. Sorry, in the description. That's not to say that I want you to buy me books. That's not what the wish list is for. The wish list is for basically, it's kind of like these are the books that I want to read. Are they worth my time? that's all it is. Like I said, I'm not expecting anyone to buy me anything. I mean, we're living in an economic crisis at the moment, so I'm not just like, hi, buy me books. It's not going to happen, and I would never expect it. I mean, if you do have the means to do so, I would basically be eternally grateful for the rest of my life. But like I said, that's not what it's for or what I'm expecting to happen from it. It's just not going to happen. So the only thing I can say is thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one, and hopefully we're not going to spend that much time apart. Flight landed on my finger. Weird. Thank you guys. Bye.